Okay, today I am doing my March favorites. I only have, I think, 2 favorites that are makeup related. The first one is the Kat Von D Interstellar palette, and I used this as one of the palettes this month in my makeup baskets. It looks like this. And this was just a really nice palette. I've always liked the Kat Von D palettes, but I really did like this one this month. And the purples were nice. I like that they weren't super bright. There were some really muted purples in there, like this one and this one here, that made it a little bit more neutral for days that I wanted that. And then my other beauty favorite is the Eva NYC Clean It Up shampoo. This is actually the one I just bought. I'm using the little sample from BoxyCharm over the holidays in my project pan. I had never tried it before, and I was really surprised how much I liked it, so I did buy a full thing. And I'll go ahead and throw this in because it does help as well. The Mane and Tail Hair Strengthener Daily Leave-In Conditioning Treatment. This has just been really easy to use. I don't have to worry about how much I put in, because with a lot of those hair products, if you put even just a little bit too much, they make your hair feel all gross and greasy, and that one doesn't do that, and I do like that. I had 2 favorite songs in March. During the first half of the month, threw it all the way back to 1985 for Dramarama's Anything Anything. And it's a song, like, most of my favorite songs are ones that I already know, but for some reason, at the moment, I just want to hear them all the time. So, like, I already knew this song, but I heard it play on First Wave on Sirius as one of their deep tracks that they don't play all the time. And I realized how much I did like the song, so I downloaded it and listened to it like forever. But in the second half of the month, the song that got stuck in my head and I listened to all the time was Chandelier from Sia, which I guess is not that old. I think it came out last year. But, you know, I had heard it before, but for some reason, in the second half of the month, it was like always playing in my head. So I listened to it constantly. And then I didn't have any real favorites, I guess, for TV shows. I do actually enjoy the new show that started, iZombie, on CW, I think it was. But it hasn't really been out long enough for me to say that I really, really love it or anything. I do have a favorite game this month, which was Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, and it was like a murder mystery kind of game. It was actually pretty short, but I really enjoyed playing it. So, and it's on the PlayStation Vita, which actually reminds me of another favorite, which a lot of people seem to not like, but I love it. But they advertised it here poorly, which is the PlayStation TV. In Japan, they called it the Vita TV, and its big draw, I guess, was that you could play a lot of Vita games on this little thing, and it would put it on the TV, which is what I have always wanted. And I really want Nintendo to do one of those too, so I could play DS games on my TV. I just don't like using handhelds that much. So I love this, but they marketed it in the US as a remote play for your PS4. It doesn't work well for that, because you basically have to be in the same room. The connection, I guess, isn't that good for it to be in another room, and thus it defeats the purpose of a remote play. If you have to have it in the same room, you don't need remote play. So it's a little ridiculous, but they marketed it poorly here because they marketed it for that rather than the being able to play a lot of Vita games and a lot of download PSP games, PlayStation 1 games on your TV, which is why I love it. And I've been using that for this game, so 2 extra favorites. And then my favorite YouTube channel this month has been Cult Moo. And I think I said in my January favorites, I love watching people eat weird things. I don't know why. It's just fun. And this channel is 3 guys. They actually remind me a lot of friends from high school, but they do things like make waffles out of weird things. They make ice cream. They grill stuff. They do all this stuff, but it's a lot of weird ingredients. Then they do reviews on like liquor. They do a series called Bum Wines where they review like all the old stuff that I remember from high school, like Cisco, Wild Irish Rose, Mad Dog, 2020, stuff like that. I think they even did Boone's Farm. But I actually really like that kind of stuff. I would say though that if you're offended by language, stuff like that, then you probably wouldn't want to watch that. But if you're not easily offended, this is a really fun channel for food and stuff like that. And then my last favorite is the fact that I have been doing videos on YouTube for 1 year now. My first video was put up March 31st of last year, so 2 days ago. So I have been doing YouTube for 1 year now, and along with that, I have reached over 550 subscribers, which is really great. I didn't start YouTube really thinking anyone would watch it. I did it because I had a really big ass Project Pan, and it was easier to make the video for it than to do it on a blog, which is what I was doing at the time. And it just ended up being something that took off more than doing the blog did, and it was easier really than typing everything out and taking pictures. So it has been really great, and I am so happy that I have that many subscribers. And then I do have one dislike this month, and it's kind of a weird one because I don't normally talk about these things. I just generally, things like soap and toothpaste and stuff like that, I don't really talk about unless there's something to actually really say about the product that makes it different from, oh, it's soap, it worked. Even if there's a scent to it, you know, unless it's amazing or awful, I just don't normally talk about those kind of things. But in this case, I have this Bath & Body Works Mandarin Citron soap. And I do like the foaming hand soaps. I get them pretty much all the time. I got this one on sale. It was like on their little clearance rack. And maybe that said something. But I have a problem with citrus scents, especially orange scents, in these kind of things. They always smell like cleaner. This one smells like Scrubbing Bubbles bathroom cleaner. When I was using it at first, I kept smelling it and I was like, did someone clean something? Did someone leave cleaner out? And the more I kept using this soap, I would smell it every time. So I eventually realized that it was this soap that was smelling like cleaner, and it's just not a good scent. I am still using it. It's not something that I can't use. I just really don't like it. I don't like that it smells like cleaner. It's not that I even hate those scents of cleaner, but a lot of these mandarin or orange scents smell like cleaner. I have something else that I can't think of right now that's also supposed to be an orange scent, and it smells like like the kind of stuff you clean your floor with. But I can't remember. Oh, it's this one. It's from my Finish 5 by Cinco de Mayo. It's the orange ginger, also from Bath and Body Works. So it seems like that's a Bath and Body Works problem, that their orange smells like cleaner. So that is the only dislike I have this month, though. Everything else has been kind of okay. So that is everything for my favorites video, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!